Okay, Fenix Azul made this Bugs Life stage from the N64 game. I made a low-res version and a high-res version. I'm going to talk about the low-res version first. Okay, on the low-res version, first off, the background is actually made of like 64 little squares or rectangles. So that made it kind of hard to do like sprite edits to help clean up the pixelation on places and patch out rough spots. Like I made parts of the mushroom tops a little rounder, and I took out little pixels that are popping out on the sides. I also sort of sanded off the like part of this rock that was clipping into the floor from this screenshot, and a bunch of other little minor stuff. Like there's like blue spots here and there just on the floor, like discolorations that I kind of tried to patch out. But the bigger thing was there was stray pixels, like even like bright ones, like kind of like brighter whites, like on these foreground roots that the characters are walking behind. So I like cleaned all those off the best I could and like cleaned up the patterns while trying to not get completely rid of the bumpiness nature of them. Because like there's a there's like a bump on this one, like right around here. Also, the roots were blocking the life bars before, so I made sure they weren't doing that. There's now like a transparency thing overlapping without losing any color on it. Also, around the middle, there was a mistake where like since these are made out of like a row of blocks just patched like next to each other, around the middle, like all the blocks are like 1 pixel over, and you could see it on like the top of this mushroom that like the mushroom was clipped a little bit to the top, was like clipped a little bit to the right when it shouldn't have been. So like I realigned all of that, and yeah, so had to like patch up the sprite work, find where they were in the little rectangles, and then I repatched them all together in an image file so I could AI upres the background. And so yeah, this is the like high-res version. Yeah, I had to like reconstruct his art because he chopped it into 64 squares. So yeah, I did that, and then I had to like, you know, do all the cleaning on the foreground object to get rid of like the problems that happen when you try to AI upscale something with like transparency in it. So this got all re-cleaned and re-put back in. So yeah, I think it looks pretty good now. I went and tracked down the song from the N64 game as well. Enjoy, I guess, if you want a Bugs Life stage.